Hey guys, and welcome back to another mod spotlight. I'm Exterminator, and thank you for joining me. This spotlight, we are going to be going over the Satellite Uplink Station Mod. Now, this mod is actually a work in progress mod, which normally I don't do, but this one actually seems, pretty stable and fairly complete for what it's supposed to do right now, and it's pretty cool. It caught my eye, so I figured I would go ahead and do one on this because it also kind of goes in conjunction with a spotlight I have done in the past as well. So let's get started here. What does it do? Well, it allows you, this is a mod that is pretty much meant for late game stuff, or well, late game use I should say. It allows you to research the satellite uplinking. Now, it is very expensive, 2,000 of each science pack, 30 seconds per cycle and 1,000 cycles, so it's pretty expensive, and it unlocks the uplink station. Now, the station itself is not super expensive, as you can see there, a little bit expensive, and what this does is it lets you build this uplink station, and through this, you can pretty much view anywhere you want on the map with kind of like a god's eye view, because you have a satellite. But about that actually is you cannot use this until you have launched a satellite with the rocket, okay? So you have to have launched the rocket in a normal satellite before you can actually use this. Otherwise it wouldn't really make sense. So just something to note. It's pretty much for very end game because you have to have launched a rocket with a satellite in it first. As you can see, I sent one in. Make sure you do have the actual satellite in it. And once you build this, you can place it down. Pretty decent graphics, and you hop in by hitting enter, as you would with a vehicle. And it allows you to have a deconstruction planner, and you move around with the WASD keys as if you were walking or driving, and you can just view anything on the map, which it may seem a little overpowered, but late game, if you kind of want to play around with this, it will be nice. It kind of helps you like view outposts. You can monitor trains because it does allow you to edit, like do the pathing and stuff for trains. Play around with them while you're in here, so you can kind of just go around and see whatever while you're in here. Now, it has a few limitations. You don't have an inventory, and you cannot craft anything, okay, while you're in here. Now, you do still have access to your personal logistics, so you can request items, and this is something I think that cannot be fixed right now with Factorio. I think the developer said of the mod, so this is kind of just here. I guess it's just based on your own discretion if you want to abuse it or not. Because you can actually place down items. If I go into here and I just like take a chest or something, or an assembler, you can place items down while you're in here. As you can see, I can place this down anywhere I want. Now you cannot access them, okay? You cannot open them. So there is a limitation there. You cannot open them, and you cannot pull them up, right? I'm trying to right click and grab it, and I can't. However, you can place items, so that's something to note. So if you wanted to abuse it, you could request items to yourself, because you're still obviously in your base here. You're right here, and then you could go place them wherever. But it's kind of your own judgment if you want to do that or not. And also, it does allow you to pick up items off the ground that would go into your hotbar. That's what the post for the mod says. Okay, so those are a few things to note, and that's also something that can't be fixed, but I guess there is a way to fix it in 0.13 of Factorio, whenever that comes out. Okay, so pretty cool. Now, the mod that this can kind of go in conjunction with is the Orbital Ion Cannon Mod. It's made by the same person. I've done a spotlight on it. You can check it out if you'd like. It is in the playlist for the mod spotlights. And the Ion Cannon Mod, I'm not going to go over it because I did a spotlight. I might put a link in the description where you can find it, though. Now, it launches a ion cannon into space via a rocket here, and you would use this to fire it. Now, I guess there were a lot of problems with people blowing themselves up because the blast radius is quite large and it's a little hard to tell if you're in it or not. So this makes it really nice because if you have one, you can use this and launch it anywhere you want, and you're still back in your base, right? Because you're still in your satellite thing, in your uplink thing. And I'll demonstrate in a minute, but just to go over one quick thing. To exit this, you hit terminate uplink. I was confused at first. I kept trying to hit enter to exit it like you would a vehicle, but you hit terminate uplink and you can exit, and then hit enter to go in. And one last thing is it's actually classified as a car, so you cannot deconstruct it with robots, and you cannot have robots place it. Okay, that's just something to note. You have to place it yourself and pull it up yourself. So if we go up here, and I launched a ion cannon into space, you can see here, I can fire this using this. So I can fire this anywhere on the map. Again, you might consider it OP. It's kind of up to you. But late game, I think this is pretty cool. And there you go. So pretty awesome. Yeah, so there you go. Obviously, it doesn't hurt me because I'm still way back at the base over here. And I believe that is it, actually. It's very cool. I would say its main use is to just kind of view, like a God's eye view, you know, a satellite, which, you know, makes sense. I mean, that's kind of how it works in the real world. Obviously, you can't see all the way around the Earth until it moves, but close enough. And then if you use the Orbital Ion Cannon mod, you can fire that from here as well, and you should be able to play around with trains from here as well, kind of like the Fat Controller mod. And I think the developer said it works with Bob's mods, so it will adjust the ingredient or the cost requirement, I should say. If Bob's mods is detected, and then YARM, the resource monitor, it should let you use, although it doesn't let you use the remote viewing feature of YARM while you're in this, but I think it should let you designate patches using YARM. So there you go, pretty cool Satellite Uplink Station, and as always, link in the description to check it out. And just one last quick note, sorry if my audio is different or not quite as good as normal. I'm actually recording on a different computer, and that's also why this is a day late. I recorded it to go out Wednesday yesterday, but the file got corrupted. The audio file, I lost like half of it for some reason, so I'm having to redo it from a different computer. So just a quick note there, if I sound a little different or perhaps worse, that is why. So as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it. Hope you found this helpful, and if you are interested, definitely check it out. Also, there will be a link for the Orbital Ion Cannon mod as well, made by the same person. And there you go. So if you have any other suggestions for spotlights, let me know down in the comments. If I miss anything, let me know. Hopefully I didn't. But until next time, I look forward to seeing you all, and do take care.